What's up guys, welcome back to Al's Homestead. In today's video I'm going to be going over Greg Judy's ultimate four-wheeler setup. So this is a Honda Foreman Rubicon 520 four-wheel drive electric power steering. It's the Rubicon, so it's got that low gear, which is especially helpful when we're towing around the big heavy mineral sleds or in the winter. The round bales that can range in the 1,200 pound range. You've got electric shift 5 speeds, or you can just leave it in auto mode and it'll shift for itself. For example, if you got a calf or something you're trying to carry on your lap and drive at the same time. Right here, this is our reel holder. So when we're putting in fence, it's real handy. That pops out like that. Set your reel in there like that. Once you've got your reel and the reel holder, you can undo that. Make sure it's running through your guard here. Open up your latch, and now you can tie this off to a handle, attach the handle to your fence, or tie it to a pigtail, whatever you're doing to start your fence. The person riding on the four-wheeler can ride along, letting that wire feed out, and they can throw out step ends as they're needed to put in a paddock. Greg also puts balls on all of the four-wheelers. That's for pulling, whether it's trailers around the pasture. Most frequently we pull our mineral feeders with it, and with the sheep four-wheeler we also pull the dog feeder around as we're rotating the sheep around. It's just super handy to have a ball on your four-wheeler. Moving on over to the seat, we have seat covers on all 4 of our four-wheelers. It just protects the seats from getting torn up, whether it's just you swinging on and off every day with your boots brushing against them, or whether it's just stacking posts on the seat as well. It's just nice to protect your seat from getting torn up. I believe the Amish actually make these for Greg and Jan. So on the front of the four-wheeler we've got a basket. On this one is actually our cow-calf four-wheeler. It gets used the most out of any of the 4 four-wheelers we have here at Green Pastures Farm. And I like this basket the best because it's the only basket that's wide enough to fit 4 full-size reels in. The other ones we can only do 3 across the front, and then just have to hang the other ones on the outside. So a nice big basket on this one. We like to keep a pair of pruners or loppers in every four-wheeler basket, so if you're driving along and there's a little cedar tree or a thistle, you can just go ahead and lop it. Otherwise, if you're looking to hook up a reel and there's a bunch of brush in the way, it's super handy to have the loppers with you on the four-wheeler so you can cut the brush that you need to get out of your way. Right here is I believe it's a Gallagher. It's a mini reel. They're handy. We just got a few of them recently, whether it's for around water troughs or just somewhere little that you need to fence out but you don't want to burn up one of your big reels doing it. One of these little reels is kind of an effective way of doing it. Otherwise, if you want to put in a creek crossing or something where you're worried about your wire potentially washing away, one of these guys is a lot cheaper than one of those bigger 3-to-1 geared reels. Besides just holding reels in our basket and the loppers, we also carry around several handles. These are just plastic, non-conductive, that we can tie our poly braid to this end and then hook this end on the high tensile fence or barbed wire or whatever we're hooking into, to keep our wire from grounding out. Also, if we got to do a project, we'll put our bag of tools or wire or even like cow mineral if we're going out to fill up the mineral feeder in the basket. So it's just super handy to have a basket on your four-wheeler. Over here on the front of the four-wheeler, you might be wondering, what's this big bar that we got hanging on? That's actually a fence jumper that allows us to drive over all of our temporary interior paddock fencing made out of poly braid, and we can drive over quite a bit of interior high tensile fencing as well, just as long as we got it loose enough and not over tightened and there's enough give in the high tensile that you can just slide the four-wheeler right over it while the wire is hot and everything. These fence jumpers, we have them on all of our four-wheelers, and they save us a ton of time every single day. You might notice the bungee holding down our post. It's just a black bungee. It's not the greatest one in the world. It's not super long, doesn't have a lot of stretch in it. But my favorite ones, we actually have a couple of them. We had one on this four-wheeler before it just got old and broke, but it's actually called the Perfect Bungee. It's an orange bungee, longer than like a standard bungee, and super stretchy. That's the bungee I would recommend getting for your four-wheeler setup. Moving around to the back of the four-wheeler, on these Rubicons, they have a nice big toolbox. We like to keep extra fittings for our water setups. This is a quick coupler. We've got a pair of pliers we keep in here. It's just nice to have that stuff in your four-wheeler, so when you go to set stuff up, you have it right with you. Well guys, it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna wrap this video up and go edit it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you all right back here in the next video on the Al's Homestead YouTube channel.